The rides only last about 2 minutes.
That's it.
You know, it's like
solid 2 minutes.
The line is the hour and a half thing that takes so long.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So seriously, that's awesome. And
yeah, that's worth staying in a resort. Not to say, I mean, the resorts are already just fucking fabulous.
Awesome. Yes, and they're themed. You can go to the one.
They're so awesome.
The aerial one is like underwater and shit. Like they have like water at all the windows. It's unbelievable. Like,
wait, what are you talking about?
It's like themed, and all the
what
couches are like
one,
shelved. And they just have, it's like they have the windows all have like goldfish tanks in it.
Oh, which
so
one is that
looks,
one?
you feel like you're underwater. Huh?
Which one is that one?
It's the aerial, like, themed one. The Little Mermaid themed.
Oh, like
hotels.
one of the value ones?
Yeah. It's real expensive to stay there. No, not a value one. It's a super expensive one. It's like extra. And it's so like cool. These, and they theme each one for each different character. Yeah,
that's so cool.
And you have like a whole like building that's just aerial, and then you have like it's amazing. Yeah,
I remember I stayed at the Fort Wilderness. Okay, we're just gonna do Disney for nerd out for a second.
Yeah,
bear with us. I stayed at Fort Wilderness Resort, and literally you walk in there, and it's like a 5-story cabin. Like everything's just wood. There's a giant fireplace made out of wood. No, like it's 5-story.
What? It's
like
5 stories?
Like you walk in. Yeah, you walk in, and it's like. God. You don't, there's no ceiling. You can see the landing of every floor.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So there's just these really nice high ceilings. And the reason why is because, one, they have a giant fireplace that's like almost goes up to the 2nd floor.
Oh, God.
And then there's a fucking geyser that goes off like every 15 minutes inside the resort.
What?
I'm not joking you.
Oh,
there's a fucking geyser. So
that's
one year
incredible.
when I was in college, my partner and I at the time were like, we're going to treat ourselves. So we're going to go to Disney. So we did 3 nights at the Fort Wilderness, and we got like a concierge room because there was like a special going on. Concierge, like literally, you like every night they do a dessert and liquor bar, and you can just go out of your room and just like get a dessert and make yourself like a hot toddy.
What?
It's insane.
That's
now
nuts.
I don't know if they still do this because that was a lot of alcohol just for anyone to take.
Yeah.
Because it's not like there's an attendant there watching or anything. They just bring the tray up and
leave. Knock yourself out.
And it's basically like, parents be responsible. But that's it. So yeah, like Disney really puts that extra. That's the whole point of that nerding out section.
Yeah, sorry.
It's just like showing the detail to how much it's like they perfectly figure out every little button to push to make you feel elated.
They actually want you to be entertained.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are just like, be entertained, but by this. And they're like, we're going to make something so entertaining that you have to fucking want to pay money. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yes, absolutely. Like, Disney is constantly figuring out how to give you value for your money. Because there's like, listen, we know you're paying a lot. Right. And we know that you're giving us a lot of money. But we're at least going to like hold ourselves up to excellence and try to always give you your worth. Yeah. And that's not to say that there aren't some people who can't stand Disney. Because there are definitely some people. Like, I have a friend who just... like loves Universal Studios, loves Islands of Adventure, and it just has things like Disney is just for children.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I think too because he's like really into roller coasters and really into like he's more into the thrill stuff. Oh, yeah. And Disney is not a thrill. Like Disney has some thrill rides for sure. I mean, I think I almost had a heart attack on the Haunted Mansion. I mean, not Haunted Mansion. I'm sorry, Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. Oh yeah.
Oh wait.
Tower of Terror is at the other park. It's at
MGM Studios.
MGM,
well, but now it's Disney's Pixar Studios. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's changed.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Wait.
See, and it's always changing, dude. That's the other cool thing about Disney is they're always like updating.
Wait, is Tower of Terror at Disney? Now I've confused myself.
Yeah, because
Universal
has the Doom. It was the Doom Doctor Doom Freefall.
Right?
And it's where it shoots you straight up. It's the opposite.
It has to be.
It's pretty cool, too. Yeah, like, you shoot straight up. I remember all I can think about is, where's my phone?
But for some reason, I'm like
phone's
looking...
going to fall out in my pocket.
That would have been the worst thing in the universe.
That's all I can think about when I'm like going straight up like that. Like, because it shoots you straight up and then you stop.
Disney's Hollywood Studios. Yes. It's,
Hollywood
my God.
Studios.
My brain went, because for some reason in my mind, I was remembering who I was with at that time, and it didn't. I had in my mind, I guess I'd filed away that I ever went to Disney with that person. Oh, yeah. So I was like, wait, that couldn't have happened. I only went to Universal Studios with that person. Oh. That's not what happened. Anyway, back on track. Anyway. Yeah, but Disney's way more about feeling just happy,
the emotion,
feeling. Letting that imagination of a child take you over no matter your age. Yeah. And we're big children, so we love that shit.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, Aquaman is worth seeing.
Fun. Yeah, definitely see it.
I think we both generally liked it. I think I have more critiques than you do.
Yeah.
But
I enjoyed it though.
Yeah, it's worth seeing.
Definitely.
So some type of way?
Some type of way.
Some type of way. Some type of way. Some type of way. Yeah. So fucking motherfucker, man, you fucking feel some type of way. Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'll go first.
You go first?
All right. I usually never go first, so I'll go ahead and go first.
Yeah, you do it.
So my some type of way this week, I guess, has been brewing.
Yeah, brewer.
Sometimes, southernness gets in the way of words. Right. It's been brewing for, a few weeks now. Yeah. And basically, I just want to say, like, can y'all, I mean, really y'all, because I'm good, but can y'all just leave Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez the fuck alone?
No, damn it. She is a front to everything that white people... I don't know why they don't like her. Honestly, I
mean, just leave her the fuck alone. Like, what kills me about all of this is people who have so many complaints about her have absolutely no idea how Congress works.
Yeah.
So,
well, typically, yeah.
First of all, I just want to, pop that bubble that people have, that, like, really wrong idea that people have, that people who get elected to Congress and go into Congress are already so well versed in government, so well versed in everything legal and law, and just start being a congressperson and immediately understand everything about writing a bill, getting a bill through committee, getting a bill on the floor, getting it voted on, and then getting it signed by the president.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how it works, y'all. So let me understand. Like, you need to understand something. Being a congressperson is just like being any other job.
Right.
She's going to go through some training.
Mm-hmm. That's
going to help her understand more about the government, because
it's a new
unfortunately, there really isn't. I mean, even the best government schools will not teach you all the ins and out of government. Like, there's just no way, because government in and of itself, especially the federal government, is way too vast for any school, any program, whether it be 5, like, it'd have to be like 10 years long for you to be able to understand the intricacies of all the power that can be had in the fucking government. Like, there's just too much. So let me also discuss the fact that, like, they have a support system. Like, she's not going to be just in there in a room by herself being like, I want to write a bill and writing a bill. No. She has an entire staff. That staff has a diverse background. A lot of them will have background in government, in law, in activism. Also at her disposal is the Congressional Budget Office that can run the numbers on any bills or policies that she's thinking of. There's the fucking Congressional Legislative Office that can also write the fucking bills for her and double check their drafts and make sure that it's actually, like, written well. There's the fucking Office of, like, Congressional Legal Counsel that can make sure the fucking policy is legal. There's also the Congressional Research Office that researches anything that her office would need in order to write a bill. And that's just inside the building. Also outside, there's tons of nonprofits and lobbyists that will be there to provide her with tons of expertise and information. And also, when I say lobbyists, please understand, all lobbyists are not like Big Milk or Wall Street. A lot of lobbyists are just like professional associations. So, like, for example, obstetricians they have their own pack of, and their own lobbyists that go to Congress and basically say, hey, please don't make it difficult for women to get ultrasounds, or please don't put, extra limitations on women getting certain, prenatal health care.
It's become more like a union, almost.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what it is. It's
union.
just a trade association. Any trade has basically an association that comes together and lobbies. And sometimes that lobbying can be in support of a public good. Right. So just because it's a lobbyist doesn't mean automatically it's bad.
It's evil. Like, yeah.
There we have to have a conversation.
We know there's evil lobbyists.
Yeah, we get that. We get that they're, and not even that they're evil, but they have way too many resources and the ability to lobby on behalf of something that isn't necessarily the good of the American people.
Right. Sort of like the NRA. Let's draw the line there. Just let you guys use your fucking imagination.
So this idea that she needs to walk into the job being perfect is absolutely absurd, and it's a part of the problem. Like, we used to have in the past jobs would take a person right off the street who knew nothing. Like, you may have graduated high school, you may have not. And they spend that time actually training you and making you into the employee that you want to be, that they want you to be. And then you became that employee and you stayed with that company. Right. Or you went to a company that was similar and they also invested in you. Right. Because the idea is you have to invest in your people in order to get the kind of work product you want. Right. Well, that's changed now. Yeah. And now everyone expects everyone to be a fucking expert with their first job. Yeah, right. Right when they come through the fucking door. Exactly. They know everything. And I think she's 100% on the right track. She's going in there, second guessing what is perceived as tradition or norm. Because let's be real, those things haven't necessarily worked for the average American for a long time. No. So she's going in there and she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's doing exactly what got her elected in the first place. Right. And she has a wealth of support around her, and both internal and external. And she doesn't at all seem to me like a person who would not seek the very best people and the very best information. And she doesn't seem like someone who can't be... She doesn't seem like someone who's going to get information and just say, well, I don't believe that, and continue on anyway. Right. I believe her when... I just believe that she is a living, breathing, thinking person that wants to do good, and she's going to do that the right way and not necessarily through manipulating facts and manipulating information and doing all these underhanded things, a la the Republicans. Right, exactly. So, because they're just leave her alone. Lying,
stealing, everything they can do, they'll do.
I mean, just leave her alone. Just let her do what she's going to do. And for all these people who are like, well, I wish she would just go away and stop being so vocal and stop, being in the spotlight. And it's just like, but why?
It's like, we need her. We need people like her.
But why? Yeah. Excuse me, but why? Like, we've been
She's important.
Starved for someone who does nothing but think about us. Yeah. Think about the poor. Think about the downtrodden. Think about the marginalized. Think about the suffering. And we have that now. Yeah. And she's not afraid to use her voice. No. And the biggest complaint is you want her to stop using it? Yeah. What?
Exactly.
What is this?
Sounds like
let her be.
Because the wealthy people don't want to hear about it. They're just like, could somebody tell them to stop?
Yeah.
But because you're making us feel bad.
I mean, I don't think it's just wealthy people. I think it's mostly like just conservatives.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like,
and misogynists. Because let's be honest, like, she doesn't apologize for taking up space. Right. And that's the problem. Right. She should be, genuflecting about how grateful she is all the time and how she doesn't know very much, and so she wants to step back and learn, and she looks up to all of her Democratic counterparts, and all she wants to do is be, no, she's not doing that, because that's not what she wants to do. Like, at the end of the day, she doesn't have a ton of respect for a lot of other Democrats because they've sold a lot of people down the river, and it's okay to acknowledge that. Like, the difficult realities are that, yes, some Democrats can't be as progressive as they may even want to be because they wouldn't win in their districts. And that's a reality. But at the same time, it's okay to have a section of our party or that pushes back on that ideal and says, maybe it's worth